Hello again from Georgetown, Malaysia. We're just having another day where we're wandering around the city and exploring the historical buildings with a little bit more direction today than we had yesterday. We're just in front of Fort Cornwallis. As I had explained in my previous video, this was a very historical city with many different periods of colonization from different countries. So Fort Cornwallis is a British fort that was created to deter against piracy, I think. But we're going to find that out because we're about to go in. Not a lot of people here. So it was 20 ringgit per person to get in, and oddly enough, it also includes a bottle of beer. You could also have a bottle of water, but I feel like the value that you're getting with a bottle of beer is probably better, but still interesting. There's lots of seats around here where you can enjoy that, so that's fun. We'll probably take a look around first and then have a drink. I've never seen such a little cannon before.
Well, it's little in terms of this length, but the width of it is insane.
True. Nothing at all in here. So it says, the star-shaped Fort Cornwallis marks the starting point where Captain Francis Light and his crew from the British East India Company landed in Penang on the 17th of July, 1786 to take possession of Penang Island. Over the first 100 years, the fort housed the East India Company and British Army troops, but throughout its entire history, the fort has never engaged in any battle, even when the Japanese took control of Penang from the British during World War II. The gunpowder magazine. So this is where they stored explosives, and the shape is apparently in order to minimize damage in the event of an explosion. That's neat. All right, I knew you always wanted to be a British soldier.
Yeah. I might have swear my royalty bill.
If there was ever one way to wind an Irishman up.
Oh, it's a nice one on draft. Thank you.
Nice and cold. Malaysia is super hot, so this is actually really nice. Although unexpected in a historical site, admission. We've come to an area called Chew Jetty now, and I'm not super knowledgeable about it, but from what I understand, these are floating villages that have been here for centuries. People live here, people work here, it's a market, whole community of people living in these villages. So let's go see what it's all about. It's also a popular tourist destination, so I'm not sure how authentic it is. Yeah, if we look into the windows of some of the places, it does look like a lot of them are homes and people are currently living in them, so that's really interesting to see.
Everything about this is pretty interesting.
It's said that this has been here since the early 19th century, so that's a long time, 200 years?
Yeah.
Wow, this area seems residential. You can see all of the skeletons of drowned boats. It would be a very interesting way of life on these jetties. All the houses seem really large as well. Like you can see into them and pretty much straight through them, and they look really big, nice houses. We just came from Chew Jetty, which is actually this one over here, and we walked around and onto this one beside it, and it's called Penang Jetty, which has no people on it. It's much less touristy, like it seems to be purely residential. It's really great for photos on the end of it, so yeah, this one is more enjoyable, and we sat there on the end by ourselves for like half an hour without seeing anybody, so it's pleasant.
Wow, it turned into a nice afternoon.
The incense smells like cinnamon in this one. We weren't really planning on going to that temple, but we could see it from Chew Jetty, so we kind of just made our way through the jetties towards this temple because it looked really magnificent on the water, and it was. Well, another great day of exploring Malaysia. I especially enjoyed checking out the jetties. We went to 3 or 4 of them. And all of them were interesting in their own ways, but it really felt like we were seeing an authentic side of Malaysian culture and Malaysian history. Those were really neat to see. So much more to do and see here, and tomorrow is our last day, so we kind of have to cram a lot into the short time that we have here, but hopefully we can see a few more things before we have to leave.